arm wrestling. The ultimate test of strength, technique, and masculinity. The other day I was scrolling through social media when I came across this guy. I clicked and straight away I was hooked. I started looking at technique and practiced on top. I then took my technique to the MAGALUF strip to put it to the test. So we walked the strip and looked for our first opponent. We hit the club and started challenging people, which I realised was a bad idea as they went and grabbed the biggest guy in the club.
I'm gonna beat him in an arm wrestle, mate.
This technique could be the key to winning almost every arm wrestle. If it proves successful, I'll reveal just how I do it at the end, so don't miss out. I stupidly mentioned the technique and he told me he'd practice and challenge me again later to make it a fair contest. Not gonna lie, I was worried. We exchanged numbers and arranged a rematch. I'd injured my arm, so for the next arm wrestles I had to master the technique, not just for the win, but to protect my arm for the big rematch. I needed to get some practice in so I could beat the big guy, so we went searching and found this guy. Classic arm wrestler, big, drunk, and Irish. The guy had a lot of confidence, but he was pretty drunk. It took us about 10 minutes to start the competition. Clearly wasn't very happy that he lost. It was a fun night and confidence was high. We even got our sister's boyfriend winning money on the boxing. I wanted that rematch, but he was insistent on learning the technique.
Arm wrestle.
After some more partying and a little bit of rest, we left the club and hit the strip and found a guy called Paul. He said he never loses arm wrestles, so I thought I'd put him down using the technique.
See this arm wrestle, hype us up, come on. One, go.
Come on, Paul. This is good. I know, Paul.
For a minute, I thought I was Devin Lara.
Hello, Paul. Oh, hello, you're struggling.
Paul, you're struggling a bit, aren't you? I had to master this if I had any chance of beating the big guy.
3, 2, 1, go!
Tom definitely didn't learn the technique.
Tom, come towards you, yes sir.
That's pretty good. Hold him down at the bottom, let him tire out, and then pound, end.
I got a text from the big guy. He said he's been practicing and ready to go. It was time for the rematch. He was the only person to beat Kai in boxing. This is what happened earlier that night. The owner picked him because he was the biggest guy in the club. He kept trying but just couldn't beat him. So I challenged him. It was time to see if this arm wrestling hack really did work. We found him and then went over the rules. I wasn't feeling that confident. I started with a great wrist position. This was both our weaker arms. I was struggling. He was holding me up well. The technique was definitely helping him. It was time for the final round. I then went against his dominant arm. The technique had to work to protect my arm and win the match.
I rarely lose arm wrestling when it's got strong.
But what is the secret? As the match begins, overcome your opponent's grip with your thumb. Pronate your wrists and bring the arm towards your body, keeping your elbow tight. Use your whole body to bring your opponent's arm towards you. Then once in a weak position, you can go for the pin.